and I have this really bad idea. It's a really bad idea, but it's a really darn good one too. Oh, I really have no idea what that was. Oh, but I can't do another rep. Good morning. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Got a leg day ahead of us here today, and it's quiet and it's warm. It's pretty crazy. Fairly warm outside again today, so propane heater isn't having to do much work to help preheat this place up to a comfortable temp, and that even means that the electric heater gets to turn off and rest for a bit while the temperature comes down below what I have it set to, which is 68. So it'll come down to like 65 before that thing kicks back on. Well, leg day ahead of us again, and I'm actually really looking forward to these dumbbell reverse lunges again. Last week they just destroyed my legs in all the best ways possible, and I'm looking forward to doing them again, adding a bit more weight this week, seeing what we can make out of them. Other than that, a bunch of the usual favorites. We're also going to do some lateral band walks if you've never done those before. It's a little interesting thing here. Helps work our adductors with some cable hip adductions, but also our abductors by doing these band walks too. So it'll be a good little workout here, some new stuff thrown in there for you, and then after that, we're going to get started with our day. Not a crazy long workout today. So let's get cracking after it. We're going to be starting with some hamstring curls right here, per usual, and get everything warmed up and all the fluids moving. So I came out a little early and cleaned up just a little bit more than I did previously. Normally I clean up after the workouts, and today the ground was just filthy from dust and fur and you name it. It was just all over the floor. I find that when it gets wet and rainy like that, it gets so much easier to track all that stuff in there, especially with the dogs. So I came out, did some sweeping, sprayed the floors down with my mop and some Simple Green, and cleaned it all off. And then you gotta love it. As soon as you mop, the dogs start walking all over it, put the little footprints all over the darn place. It's really cute, but it's also like, come on, I literally just mopped, and now I have little dog footprints all over my horse stall mats. All right, let's crack after our first set here. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Gosh, I had so much control and squeeze on those ones. I feel like normally I don't get nearly as strong of a squeeze at the top there. And my goodness, felt like I could have squeezed a grapefruit completely dry. That's awesome. Really enjoying these at this weight right now. It's definitely lowered probably in the last 2 months since I started this cut a bit here, but we're doing it with a lot more control, I think, than we were previously. I don't even want to up the weight. That was so perfect. It's exactly what we've been chasing down. So we're gonna try to replicate that here on the next set, not let it slow us down, still hit our reps, and just have another stellar set before we get to our last set, where we're almost certainly gonna have to incorporate some long length partials to finish it out. Number 2, here we go. Okay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Fantastic. All right. Last one here. Gonna really make this one count. It's gonna be hard, but we're gonna employ long length partials here at the end if we're really struggling. Okay, long length. Oh, gosh. Oh. Tough set there. Tough set. But my goodness, that felt great. The long lengths at the end, the partials, Did a couple extra reps there, so I think I did total 12 reps, which was great. That's fantastic. Right where we want to be. Looking at like probably an RPE 9 when we switched over to long length partials, maybe even 10. And then by the time we were done there, that was it. We couldn't even get, higher than we were at the bottom there. Alrighty, we're gonna get this put away, cleaned up so we can use it later for leg extensions. And we're gonna go to the other side of the room to do some dumbbell reverse lunges. All right, we're all set up for our reverse lunges here. Unfortunately, we have to abandon the Bowflex dumbbells this week. They only go up to 52.5, and we are bumping up to 55 here. So we're gonna be using the Badass dumbbells. Got them geared up for 55. Should be a very doable weight for us. The question is gonna be, how hot are we gonna get? It's fairly warm in here right now, and we might have to lose these sweatpants to help shed some of this heat. We'll see. These were pretty tough last week, very energy exhaustive, and it was a fantastic feeling, but it was a lot of work required for sure. So we got the 55 queued up. Let's get after them. We're doing sets of 8 to 10 again, and nothing's gonna stop us. Let's do it. Nope. Way too slippery. Holy shit. All right, just kidding. We had to put the yoga mat down because this is why you don't wash your floors before your leg day, especially. It's just way too slippery back here. So when I was putting that back leg back, it just slipped right out. I mean, literally no hold or anything. So yoga mat down. Now we're ready. This gives us the traction we need. Let's get after it. Oh, yeah, that's good. All right, we lost the sweatpants. Got warm in here, man. It's probably 60-ish degrees, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you've got no fan blowing on you, it gets pretty warm pretty quickly, especially on your legs here when we're doing leg day. So we should be good now. I think just with I got two tops on here, actually three. I got a tank top, dry fit undershirt, and then this quarter zip. We should be pretty good with just that on. Not get overly warm. Make it work, huh? I really dig these Rascal shorts. They are super stretchy. Denim. I mean, they're allegedly actually denim. I don't know how much of it's actually denim. It's probably mostly polyester. But they're super freaking stretchy, man. Super stretchy. All right, set number 2 here. Going for 8 again. Good. Very nice. I feel like, and you be the judge, you tell me, but I feel like I wasn't coming down far enough there on that second set. My knee wasn't coming into a full 90-degree angle there, or slightly lower. So that'll be the focus for this set here, making sure we get to that 90-degree, parallel with the ground on the upper half on our quad here. If we can do that, we're gonna get a lot more workload out of these and to really stress those quads and glutes. Now the key though is still not letting that back leg do really any work it's going to do some naturally, but really, truly just using it as a balance point and nothing more, at least trying to. Third and final set. This one's going to be good. We're going to be going for some extra reps here. And just like we said, really trying to break here at the knee, get that down to 90 parallel with the ground, and not letting that back leg do much of the lifting to get us up here. Let's get after this. Okay. Whew. Oh, wow, okay. Left side. Oh, wow. Gosh, that was so good. That was an incredible set. I was only planning to do 3 sets, and I have this really bad idea to do a 4th set. It's a really bad idea, but it's a really darn good one too. Let's just do it. Let's not even think about it. Let's just do it. Come on. Let's just do it. I don't even know how long it's been for rest. It hasn't been that long. Caught our breath. That's all we need, right? Okay. Still got leg extensions after this. Oh my gosh. Good. All right. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. Okay. Alrighty. Time for some leg extensions to really send these quads home. They are fired up after those dumbbell lunges, reverse lunges. And this is going to be a tough one, but I really like doing these leg extensions directly after, the primary movement for the workout. What I think is fantastic feeling is knowing that you put in all that work on the primary movement and then coming over here to this accessory stuff and just absolutely killing it, destroying it. Never really been a major mover for me, the leg extension, a primary movement of any kind where I'm really going to get my workout done on the leg extension. But being able to quickly come over to this machine right here and immediately get into it without much of a rest period is enormous. It's absolutely huge. This was one of those machines I was so excited to have when I finally got it a couple years ago, and it's been a game changer. I almost can't imagine doing leg days without it, because just having a dedicated machine that can do both hamstring curls and leg extensions is enormous. It's so big for leg days. It's the number one thing I think in home gyms in general, people struggle to actually develop, is a sort of core routine for their leg days and enough of a variety to keep those leg days interesting, but also not something that your body has just acclimated to and gotten used to doing, and thus you're maybe not getting the maximal amount of work potential that you can get out of your leg days. So having this machine, having that calf raise machine, huge additions. And in many ways I've found to do different variations of squats, lunges, cable work, you name it. It's all been awesome for leg days. The one thing I still wish I had right now, and I hope one day to get in this home gym right here, is a leg press hack squat combo. Would love to have one of those. It's just it's a huge value add to be able to do that kind of stuff in your own home gym. I've got a nice variety of equipment to use. Leg day is probably the one, though, that I have the least amount of variety overall on, but I do get very creative with those workouts and how I'm able to approach them and what types of exercises. Things like step-ups I would probably never do if I was in a commercial gym, but I do them here because it's just another variety of a way for me to work my quads and get some good work in there. And by the way, no dissing step-ups or any other exercise for that matter. All of them have a place in a workout routine, but I think when we're in a gym, it's just so much easier to be like, I'm gonna go squat, and then I'm gonna go deadlift, and then I'm gonna go maybe do some machine hack squats, leg extensions, you know, the core stuff that everybody does. In a home gym, it's not possible to do all those all the time, or ever really. Most people don't have a Smith machine, most people don't have a hack squat or a leg press, so you gotta get really creative. Now I do have the linebacker pad from Titan. I like it for, you know, a sort of hack squat or front squat approach on the landmine. It's really great for that stuff. Unfortunately, just the way I have the space configured, it can be kind of difficult to do that because I end up being right on the edge of these horse stall mats on this side of them. So if I could rearrange the landmine and have it going lengthwise in the gym, it would be so much easier. I'd have a lot more room to do this and I wouldn't have to worry about it. But unfortunately, with where it is, it's just kind of a pain. And because of that, I don't do it as often as I would like. I would really like to do that a lot more. I could buy a landmine attachment for my rack here and just put it directly in the center of one of these posts. And that has been something I've wanted to buy for a little while now. Cleverbuilt has a new landmine attachment that's really nice. Screws into the holes, and it even has a magnet on it for quick storage. I wouldn't permanently mount it to my rack. I would probably take it off and put it back on when I need it, essentially, because it screws on so easily. But it would be easy to kind of essentially put on there and keep it out of the way on one of the lower portions of the rack down here. All right, enough chitter chatter. Let's get after these leg extensions. Let's destroy these quads. We're going high reps again. High reps, 15 to 20 reps here, doing whatever we got to do to knock these out. Let's get strapped in. Here we go. Oh, wow. That was feeling that one. Definitely feeling that one. Set number 2, I'd like to work on that hold a little bit here, not just drop that weight down. I don't know if I was doing it on all those reps on the last set, but I definitely know I was doing it on the last, 25% or so of those reps at the very least. So really going to be focusing on holding and trying to hold as much as possible here as we're coming back down, and not just letting it fall directly to the ground and hitting that backstop. A little bit more intention here. Come on. Oh, not gonna be upset with those. Didn't hit the reps. That's okay. Gosh, took it home though, man. Took it home. All right, time for a third set here. That last one was really nice. Fantastic work effort there. So this time, keeping the weight the same. Aiming for those same reps. We're not going to change anything about that. Keep it nice and slow, keep it intentional, and just see what kind of rep range we can crank out here. We might not hit them all. That's okay. As long as we hit 15, we're going to be happy with that, but we're going to be shooting for that 20 again. Let's do it. Come on. All right. It's really good there. Really, it really is. We're going to keep it there for this last set here. Not going to change anything about it. I think it's the right weight. I think it's the right everything. We're just, we're hitting our limit. We're hitting it perfectly, man. RPE 10 for sure. My goodness. I mean, gosh, we might even be at RPE 11 or 12 at this point. It's certainly not as sustainable with good form. That's for darn sure. Last one. Come on. Send it home. Everything we got. I lost count. Take a 10 off. Keep going. I'm going to just keep going. I lost count, honestly. I really have no idea what that was. Oh, but I can't do another rep. Goodness. That was really good. Wow. Very pleased with that. Whew. All right, time to work our adductors and our abductors here. So we're going to start with what we've been doing with some cable adductions here on our cable pulley system. Just pulling that leg in, working the adductor, right? When we're done, we are going to grab one of our short bands, put it around our knees, and we're going to do some lateral band walks to work our abductors. So that means we're going to be taking step out nice and wide, and then letting that other leg come in a little slow there, right? To kind of control the negative. We'll be doing them right over here behind me, taking about 4 steps or so with each side until we get up to our rep range, which is going to be roughly around 10 to 12 reps for each of those. Let's get after it. Ooh. Whew. Gosh, all that work we've done already. Really adding up there. Oh. Whew. Oh my goodness. Yeah, wow. That was brutal. Brutal. Not even gonna rest. I'm going right back over here. Yeah. Whew. Man, this is a brutal superset, people. Brutal. All right. Oh my God. Oh boy. Wow. All right, we got one more of those that we've got to somehow get out of us. Whew. Okay, no rest. Right into it. Come on. Last one. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm glad we did this. Come on. No stopping. Come on, no stopping. Come on. Oh gosh, we want to stop so bad. Oh. 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 God damn. We got to do that more often, a lot more often. I really like that. Oh. All right, we're going to get out of this contraption here. And we've got one more exercise we're going to do. Actually, technically two. But calf raises and some ab work. So get this put away, out of this BDSM chains, and onto our calf raises over here. Might have been a little too much there. 120 on here. Might bump that down to 100 just to get a little bit more oomph out of it, a little bit more control, a little more intention. All right, reduce the weight down. Let's get some more controlled reps here. Yeah. Much better. I was much better able to actually get all the way up and all the way down on all of these reps. Whereas on the last set, I feel like I could only maybe do it for the first half or so, and then it started deteriorating immediately. On this one, we were able to get full extension and flexion on every single rep, which is fantastic. It's perfect. On an exercise like the calf raise, we don't need to go crazy heavy. A lot of people try to go heavy, myself included. Lower the weight a little bit, get some higher reps in there. These muscles can take a lot, man. We got to go high reps and really smash them. There's a time and place for lower reps, higher weights, all that good stuff. But your calves, man, gosh, you can work these things like almost every day, and they're going to take that beating. every single day, right on the nose, and be ready for the next day. Okay, short rests. Third set. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Now we're feeling it. One more set here. Let's see what we can crank out. I think that was probably 18 good ones. Call it 17. All right, fourth and final one here. It's gonna be hard. Let's go. Give it a second. Give it a second. We're gonna come back. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. That's it. That's it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for being here for another one. That was a damn good leg workout, man. I'm gonna say my favorite exercise today were the hip adductions and hip abductions. Those were just fantastic, and getting that hip work in just feels good, man. We want to be built everywhere. You know, we don't want to just have one part of our body being big, everything else being ignored, especially when it comes to our legs. We're not going to let our posterior chain suffer and, you know, be completely disproportionate. So I think we're going to keep that exercise rotation in there on a pretty consistent basis, the two hip exercises there. Calf raises destroyed us. We've still got some hanging leg raises to do. So I'm going to go film those. I'm not going to bore you with that kind of stuff. Thanks for being here. It's the weekend for me. I hope it's the weekend for you and that you can enjoy it and relax it. And if not, that you can find some peace and solace today and a little bit of comfort in your day-to-day life. Thanks for joining us again. Drop down in the comments your favorite leg exercises specifically. Give me some hip stuff, man. Give me some other stuff to try out here in the home gym. Let me know some hip exercises that you find really hit your abductors and adductors hard. And maybe I'll give it a go next time. Thanks again. I'll see you guys soon.